Hello everyone, I am Gopi Derwalia and my dissertation topic is eco-critical exploration of Amitav Ghosh's climate fiction, The Hungry Tide and Gun Island. So, chapter 1, introduction. In this chapter, I have talked about origin of the term eco-criticism, then what is ecofeminism, the need of eco-critical study, eco-criticism in Indian English literature, eco-criticism in Amitav Ghosh's novel, The Gun Island and The Hungry Tide, and what is climate change in contemporary time. Then chapter 2, literature review. In this chapter, I have discussed about some explore articles about eco-critical theory and also about the Amitav Ghosh's work, Hungry Tide and Gun Island. Here is a brief information about hypothesis. Then chapter 3, eco-criticism in the Hungry Tide. So in this chapter I have discussed about Amitav Ghosh's life and works, then connection of nature with Amitav Ghosh's work, and then setting of the novel The Hungry Tide, and eco-critical theory in The Hungry Tide, and how Amitav Ghosh how Amitav Ghosh connect the relationship between man and nature in this novel, and the novel Hungry Tide can be seen as a form of climate fiction. Then chapter 4, eco-criticism in Gun Island. So in this chapter, I have discussed about connection between climate change and literature. Then setting of the novel Gun Island, and eco-criticism in Gun Island. Then the ecological destruction, the entangled human life at the margins, and what is the impact of climate change on forest in India, and the impact on climate change is Sundarbans, and also the impact of climate change on Sundarbans dependent livelihood. So, chapter 5, conclusion. So, in this chapter, I have discussed about how Amitav Ghosh novels The Hungry Tide and Gun Island portray the relationship between nature and man, human, and how Amitav Ghosh addressed the climate change and its impact on ecosystems and Sundarbans. And these both novels serves as a wake up call that change save our planet for future generations. Thank you.
Okay, so a few things you have to hear in summary in conclusion, so that you try to avoid. Right, conclusion is listed in your bibliography also, primary and secondary. Only two texts you are taking as primary, so only two will come as primary, others will go to secondary. And your research gap, under research gap, what we have written is research questions.
Yes.
So research question, not research gap, that is different. Okay. So I think it will be good if everybody pick up that part and you do the conclusion, the ending part of intro. There is research question and hypothesis. Research gap, so it will be separate. Here it is both is confused. Research gap and questions are confused here. In hypothesis, this again I will try to see that when you write hypothesis, what thing you have to keep in mind. There are 6 hypotheses in this thesis. When your hypothesis is generally talking about your topic, then it is good hypothesis. If it is very specific, then it is problem. So, for example, one hypothesis speaks about Pia, Fakir, Nirmal, particular characters, and they try to see. So, avoid hypothesis about particular characters. But general one, the first one and the last one is good hypothesis. In your 6 out of 6 hypotheses, where there is a general way of trying to find some. So when you are concluding, what's your normal journey? Introduction you do, then you generally look at the area, then you slowly move into the particular, you do analysis of the text. And then in the conclusion, you are becoming general. So that is the movement of the description. From general, you move to particular, and then from particular, you move to general way of looking. So hypothesis should generalize. Initially, how you hypothesize the thing, and then in conclusion, how really you are supporting those things or not supporting. Sometimes you may find that some of your hypotheses are not supported, or they are challenged also. So that also you can bring conclusion from there.